Would I date a man who has, I think it's obvious, who has no money, that I have more money than him?
Yes.
No.
So, wise.
Unless it's like by 10,000, I can. I have more
So
money than
you're
him by
earning,
10,000.
you're earning 30, is earning 20, mko sawa?
Tunadu nini na 30?
Guys, we're back again with the best podcast in Kenya, the best podcast.
Why are you shouting at us?
Back like we never left. We're excited. We're excited.
No, I'm happy you're back, man.
We are happy.
Oh, I'm trying to do some raw. I'm trying to do some bass in my voice. Yeah. And wake up the audience. You are asleep.
I'm so dead.
Yeah. And it's me, Zola. We have a guest. Please give out your name.
Hi guys, my name is Wise Kenya International. Yes. Should I continue?
Yeah.
My name is Wise Kenya International. I am a believer in Christ. I am a leader. I am a son. I am an uncle. I am a visionary. And I have two companies. One is called Angel and Africa. The other one is called Lux Media Consultancies. And then I also chair in an NGO called Al-Kebulan Youth Kingdom. Yes, and I am blessed to be here. I've been following you guys actually for quite a while.
Okay, me I've
been following you guys for quite a while, I think. Before even I met Zola. And then, before I met you,
yes,
we were in a mat.
Yes.
And then this guy was...
preaching.
No, before he started even preaching to me, I was listening. No, I was reading. I think I was reading the word.
Yes.
And then you started asking me a question.
Yes.
And then we just hit off like that. And then we never talked again. And then I found you guys, the best podcast.
Yeah.
I love such conversations. Then the next thing I know, we meet at the gym.
Yeah.
You are meant to be.
And then the next thing I come to realize, you are the same dude who was in the podcast.
Yes.
And then the rest is history. Now I think...
Now it's just me. Now how you know how you met me?
Before I finish.
We'll have a story.
Ladies and gentlemen, above all the things that I have said, I'm also a very highly... I'm a creative. I do a lot of stuff. Like these shoes, I painted the shoes.
Nice.
So we have a fashion business, not a company, called AfriSoul Creations and Unleash. So, yeah. So Mukiona Kiapi, we don't...
Actually, I'd seen them. I was like, which design is this? Actually, they look really good.
A lot of guys have been stopping me because of these shoes.
They look really good. See, they can see the shoes.
Yeah, they can see the shoes.
Nice.
Wow.
I love your pants, by the way.
Mine, at least kuna kitu umesema kunihusu. No chips, all I did, I was just like, damn, I've met him today. But oh well, Lily Aisha, it's been such a long time. I've missed my boys. And Sid, hi Sid. Thanks. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Another thing that you have not told guys, you're single again.
Wait, you?
Yeah, she's single again.
Harmonized.
I don't think I didn't need to know that.
But I think
I'm always saying that song in the club.
All of Mandamano. Once Mandamano was
But you
done.
guys met during Mandamano?
No. Leave Chim alone. Chim just doesn't like me being happy and in love.
We're actually not sure.
But now you're not. You're out of that.
I'm happy but not in love.
Was the guy in love with you or were you in love with the guy?
She was telling us, look in here.
Don't say it.
It's cool. So, you guys already know me, you know the teeth, you know the vibes, you know what it is. It's the Base Podcast. And
what's your name?
Before we go any further,
subscribe.
Also Zola?
Yeah.
No, is it like a word from our sponsors, etc.
Yes. Oh yeah. We love a word from our sponsors. They're called Physique and Tone.
Yeah, today's
located in Ruaka.
Yeah, today's episode sponsored by Physique and Tone.
Yeah.
It's a gym in Ruaka. Actually, I think it's the biggest and the best gym in the greater Ruaka area. Ruaka, whether it's Gashie, that whole area.
Actually, it's competing with VMX.
Yeah.
Don't look at the magnitude of the location itself in regards to VMX, but just look at the things that happen inside. Yeah, we also have a partnership with them, and I've seen the things that happen there. And if you're there, and I am there,
yes.
And Chin, Zola was also there for.
He used to be, yeah.
Can never
so
be
you can,
me.
we can.
No, Lily should join.
Can never be me. That's the one thing I'm always saying. You will never find me. I think you find me in the gym is when I've hit. There's a certain kg nikifika nasema wa hapo it's time to go to the gym. But for now I'm seeing stress.
Why do you think guys go to the gym?
Guys, I don't know. You're the guys. You tell me.
No, okay, why do you think people go to wedding in general?
To just feel nice, to look nice.
So it's just to feel nice.
To look nice. May I believe it's to look nice.
Okay, cool. So
Our topic today is about something that is trending online. It's about Giuliani and Lilianganga. There's an allegation that they may not be together anymore. An allegation. Allegation. We're not saying it is. And this brought up the topic that can men date women who, or marry women who are more wealthy or more
financially empowered
than they are.
I like that you've come back with a lot of wisdom. Mwacha kututukana.
I've never kind of women. Men love women.
And the reason for that topic is if you look at the comments, especially on X, many guys were theorizing that if they have broken up, it's because Giuliani is not doing as well as Lilian. And
the guys on X were not saying it's an allegation. We are the ones who are saying it's an allegation. The guys on X were brutal.
Yes.
They were brutal.
But that's because we are smart people and we have a platform.
It's because we don't want to be sued.
That's something we are smart. We are smart. That's now what has brought the topic. And first question is going to be, can a relationship between a high earning woman and a struggling man be sustained? I'll start with you, Wise.
Personally, no.
Why?
I can.
And why did you start with personally?
Personally, because I have a history. And I'm not saying that I've been married before and then divorced, but from my family background, I've seen it happen. Currently speaking, and it's from the context where I have seen what happens when the wife is the breadwinner for quite a period of time, twice a decade.
Wow.
Yeah. So the man shuts down. The man stops being the man. The man can become the woman. The woman thinks they can turn to the man, or they can become the man.
So here
which is just catastrophic. And then thinking about it, it ends up spilling over to the children, which brings trauma. Because when the roles are shifted, the children also are confused, and there's misplaced identity. So if you are not aware of who you are as you're growing up, thank God for me getting out of that specific context where I am now. I don't know where I would be if that is the perspective I would have had up to now. Yeah, and then I have seen the man loses the power and authority to be the leader of the house. Yes. So I'm not speaking from ignorance. I'm not also speaking because I have done research. I'm speaking because I have lived it. Yes.
But then that becomes the problem of the man, because you said the man is the one who anajishusha.
It doesn't happen instantaneously. It happens gradually. It's like a seed that is planted. When the woman starts earning and then the husband is there, it doesn't start just like that, the role shift or the shifting of roles. As you keep on going, you realize, because I don't know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, for ladies, I don't know what happens when you're in a relationship and you're earning more, but sooner rather than later, you start having resentment for the guy, because innately you are supposed to be the helper.
Yeah.
The man is supposed to be the provider.
Period.
But you end up being in a space where you are trying to fill that role that is missing, because the dude is not acting to where he's supposed to be with regards to the roles.
It's a lot of wisdom, bro. That's a lot of wisdom.
I mean, the question is, can a relationship work if the woman has... Speaking as a woman...
Who was in a relationship. But
thank God, I've never been the one to be the provider. But I don't think it can work, to be honest. Not because of even the money issue. It just becomes now an issue of... like what he's saying, like not the role, but I don't know what word to put there, but you lose your identity as the person. Like you no longer feel like you're man enough to be there for that babe. Me, I don't think the babes have a problem of making you feel like you're not man enough. I know that's what I say, Chiam.
No, I was going to say, well, are you those babes who made your guy have to chukua fuliza?
That's
the
on
guy
him.
Is struggling.
That's on him.
You're acting ignorant, like you don't know a nigga is struggling.
No, the thing
nigga is struggling, anachukua fuliza, anaingia, which is the other one, Zola? KCB M-Pesa,
Mshwari.
you see that now becomes stupid. You're a man, hauna akili. You need to also use your, like for sure you'd rather come and tell me, hey babe, this month there is a problem. Afadhali nikuache juu kuna shida ya pesa, but don't go into debt.
Do you think that's what really happens? Because when you start saying the man doesn't have brains, the man actually has brains. The only thing is that you've manipulated them to the point where they have to start looking for cash outside.
Why has it become
also,
a big problem?
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, but also you've heard it here first. Lily says Kenyan women deserve less.
That's not what I've said. No, like, why are you going to do that? Why are we going? Where are we going? Why do you want to get into debt because of me? Like, when you are you use your, if you can't afford it, tell me you can't. And guess what? If I'm leaving, me nitakuacha, you go look now for somebody who can afford whatever it is that you have. I'm always saying that.
Kibandaski apate food poisoning, akuacha akiwa hosi.
Basi na ikuwe ule msichana atakubali kibandaski.
I like actually Lily's point of, if you can't do it, don't do it.
Don't do it.
The truth is, actually, I prefer that honesty. The problem is not many chicks will be honest like that.
That was what I wanted to ask.
I'm not
They'll
saying
not be honest like that.
Not many chicks will be honest like that. I don't know why we keep talking like women live in a bubble. We have men like Caliph Cairo. Caliph Cairo leads with his wallet, and that's what we see babes celebrate about him. That Caliph leads with his wallet. That's what babes be celebrating about him. So as a young guy sees that. Like our young brother here, you'll see that and be like, okay, even me now I have to flex to get babes. And babes also on social media make that seem like that's their standard.
Yeah, that's true. But then that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying because I'll be honest and tell you, babe, kama hauna, doesn't mean I'll stay. I mean, I have the choice of also leaving because no hauni saidi. So that's what I'm saying, I'd leave.
You think if that guy is honest from the onset, from the first time you meet, and says, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, you think that relationship will ever start?
No, because I don't want to struggle.
Then that's why they put themselves in this position.
Then that's not a me problem. That's
actually,
a man
that's what I'm
problem.
saying. At the end of the day, if both people are honest about their own circumstances, as in, you don't need to be in a situation where you're straining back and forth. You have to bend over backwards to please this person, and that person also doesn't want to be in that situation. Be honest with the situation and say, hey, by the way, this is what I can do. I normally tell Chim sometimes, I don't have the budget for this thing. Very simple.
Telling your friend is easy.
Telling my boy, listen. Let me be honest. I am so real about that stuff.
Even with the babes you date?
Yes, he's a Christian. I'm a Christian.
So am I.
No, let me explain when I say that.
So are you? Aren't you?
The reason for that, and I keep on telling Chim, is...
But it's also why he's single.
Because he's a Christian.
Because he's that real. He'll be a babe way. Me, I don't have budget.
I think most, not all, most women or most ladies this contemporary age like being lied to. They don't like the truth.
Women like being lied to. Exactly. Thank you.
We want to hear
true or false from your end.
Yeah. That's why they love Nigerian men like crazy.
I don't like to be lied to.
Because okay, let's say the truth. We had a conversation before this. If a guy comes to you and wants to speak with you, but the ulterior motive is he wants to have sex with you,
which is it's not ulterior, it is his motive.
Okay. He doesn't tell you up front. This is what I want to do.
Okay.
When he comes and then tells you directly, like, I want to have sex with you, would you do it?
No.
And then when he takes you out, does this and does that, then afterwards he does
exactly. Where you know that is the end game.
That's why.
But
he has to take a cut.
He's gonna run.
It's called a dance.
Yeah.
But you'll have to move on from that
that's
thing.
not what the topic is.
Well, let's
well, let me ask you. Would you date a woman who is that much more financially secure than you are? That much
I've actually done that and it does not go well. It does not go well. And the truth is, these women...
No, not shagging. I know the
and the thing is... No, listen. Listen. I wanted to go there. And her biggest concern was what? This girl does not spend enough on me. And all that. You can't remember she complained about that. And she's
engaged now.
I think so. I don't know.
Who spends?
Maybe. The truth was...
No. Like we are homies.
Yes.
Guys have very open conversations. It's a base conversation.
And the worst part is, she said I don't spend on her, and me have gone all out for this person. So I realized at the end of the day, we have to have...
You're all out.
You're all out is not...
Yes. Homie was given a list. He was told, you need to do 1, 2, 3. I need to go to this place once a month. I need, and I mean by this place, fine dining once a month. We need to do date night every week.
I love it.
It was insane. The list was insane.
I love it.
But ultimately, she found someone.
Yeah,
who's
who
doing
can
for her.
do it?
And that's it. I don't begrudge that. But the question was, can you do it?
And then there was another one, since we are delving
let's-
deep into Zola stories.
Let's not go.
There's another
that was
one
what
who kept him in the fuck zone
Yeah.
because she told him live, like, homie, that is all you have to offer. My guy is flanny. And then she showed this guy. She was engaged. She showed this guy the
Zola,
She showed
Christian,
her
you are dating
the
someone who's
fiancé.
engaged.
I'm not proud of those. I'm
I
not
was
proud
like,
of
yo,
those days.
this
I'm not
guy
proud of those
is
days.
doing really well. All you have is meat. Pause, no homo. Pause. That is all I'm going to expect from you. Based.
But now I have a question because of that. I am
These numbers are
for
so many.
before you start a relationship, it's really crucial for you to get to understand that dynamic. But now the question I have is this:
Giving ghetto.
you get into you start that relationship.
Don't
eh?
look.
You have that lady.
Yes.
Maybe even get married. You're the one who's earning higher than her, and then something happened. Retrenchment. 2020 happens again, and then you find out that maybe the lady before then. The lady was doing online work or maybe something international, but you are still earning more than her.
Yeah.
2020 happens, you guys are sent home. You're still working, but you're not earning as much.
I've
Does
actually
that
lived that
relationship
experience.
end? Or
Are
what
we in a
happens?
relationship at this point, or are we married?
You're
You were in a
married.
relationship.
No, now
okay,
when this
then I guess
retrenchment
married.
has happened, is marriage.
Yes.
Hapo itabidi tu sasa tujue what to do. But if you're in a relationship,
I've actually lived this experience, and I remember the exact thing that you're saying. 2020 happened. I lost my job. The businesses I had invested in actually tanked after investing so much. Zola and I were partners along with other guys. The business tanked, and I remember one babe was like, "Hey, homie, it's been real, bro. I'm not about to suffer with you. It's been real."
Yeah.
And I was chill.
As your
I was
girlfriend.
chill. Actually,
Yeah.
let me tell the truth. She did the crying. Like, I remember her telling me, like, "Bro, don't you care?" Because at that point I was like, I mean, okay, cool, it is what it is. I remember at that point also going back and telling some shorties I was seeing, like, yo, you need to bounce. I even told my wife later on, I was like, yo, this is my situation, you bounce. And the reason why I ended up with her, and I know this is an outlier, I won't lie to you guys, this was my blessing from God, that I had a woman who at that point in time was like, you know what, we will hustle pamoja. We built together. Actually, my wife and I, we have built together. From when I had nothing to my mom, you know, what happened over there, my mom getting cancer and falling sick, eventually passing on, my wife was there every step of the way. And that's why I was like, you know what, maybe because of who she is and who she's been with me in this journey, I will give monogamy a try and I will actually stick to it. Yeah.
I mean, for that, even me, I don't think I'd leave because
No, we're dating at the time.
yeah, but you
Casually.
see, your mom is sick. That's not like kitu imefanyika. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
The going broke was the main issue. That was
before.
That was the whole thing. That was the
Just
crux.
So
So
was-
wait,
it was like a year before.
your mom getting sick and everything, you were broke before that.
Yeah.
But the brokenness came in between your mom being sick.
It happened right on the onset. Right on the onset.
What did you do?
She bounced.
Aye. The
But
face
I'm
says it
telling
all.
you, I won't
The face says it all.
I won't bounce because of when your mom is sick. Genuinely, me, I'd be there for you. Like, I
No, but that came after.
No,
yeah,
that
so
came
that's what I'm saying. If it was you just like when you
So you won't bounce because of remorse, as in
no, because you need somebody there. Like you
You'd
need
stick because of pity.
not pity, but just genuinely being there. I don't even have to be your girlfriend, but I can even genuinely be
The
like your
truth is,
friend.
the truth is
But
this.
I will leave
I have a
because
friend with Zola. I wanted someone I could sleep with when the stress got too much.
Okay.
I can't sleep with
If I
Zola.
can say it, the reason she'll not leave because of the mom is because society has allowed women to leave because of no money. But,
Yeah, me, I'd leave
but
because of
because
no
of the
money.
No, but
mom-
you see, the thing
the thing
listen,
of the mom.
you guys
let me
are getting
explain.
distracted.
No, the thing
thing
of the
for my
mom.
mom was secondary.
No,
Yeah,
I get, I'm
that's
just
not that-
explaining. I'm explaining that part to him in terms of the reason for the mom thing is shameful. Society will criticize you
But
for
we
leaving
shame
her.
her.
Yes, but
I really
with-
don't care about society. I think you know that Zola by now.
Are you sure?
I think you if
don't-
anything, you two should know. I don't
you don't
care
think
about
as in
what
that thing
society.
you look very bad to people as in you
What
left
are
this
those
guy.
people helping me with? Those
So-
people will just say they'll talk and then
So
tomorrow.
are you saying because you care about him or because you care about the mom?
Because I care about him and
But
the
what about the
mom.
money?
Because of
The money.
It's pity then.
it's not okay, maybe let's give it the word pity.
It's
But me, yeah, because of, and then also I feel like time ya COVID, I would have not left somebody time ya COVID because it was such a, I don't know, it was a weird space for everybody. But ile tu sijui, or maybe even retrenchment, I think I can wait
But
a
is in
bit.
that, is in that culture, because you've said everybody.
That's the thing. You guys are putting on the spot too much. Let's go
Yeah.
to the next. Let's
And I knew this man would try and sit on me. I
let's go to the
refuse.
next topic. And we'll do it in two parts. Will you engage in such a relationship? I think that one's a straightforward yes or no. So we can keep it moving, and then you will define hypergamy.
Okay. I can even start. Would I date a woman who earns more than me? I mean, I'd bounce her on my lap once or twice, 3 times for as long as I can, but I wouldn't take that relationship seriously.
Lily?
Would I date a man who has, I think it's obvious, who has no money, that I have more money than him?
Yes.
No.
So, wise.
Unless it's like by 10,000, I can. I have
So,
more
so,
money
so
than him
you're
by
earning,
10,000.
you're earning 30, is earning 20, mko sawa?
Tunadu nini na 30?
Okay, I have a question even before I say my perspective. What do you mean tunafanya nini na 30?
30 huyu inakusaidia aje?
Okay, think
Kaa hapo
about this.
uniambie
Think about
30
this.
inakusaidia aje?
Chill. Have you ever been in a place where, or position in life where you are earning 30,000 or less?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were like 20.
Relax. So now the question is this: where he is now is not where he was then. So this dude had vision. I'm sure he also has. Most men who know themselves have vision. Now the question is this: are you sensitive enough to know the vision or to see the? And this is a gift I think most ladies have. There's a way a woman can look at a man
Yeah.
and know this guy is going somewhere. He might not have it now, but now the problem is this: the culture, that thing that you said you've not subscribed to. The culture has put it in women's minds that unless they are earning that amount now, there's no way that that relationship can work. Because now the thing is this: right now the guy might be earning, let's say even 70, and you're earning.
At what age? That's my thing. You see, if he was earning that 30,000
Okay,
at
let's-
2021,
what age would suffice for you?
to earn what? Like 70?
Yes.
Hey, manze, you must be below 25.
Okay, so
Okay.
so what's the
Also-
foundation of that amount that you
Let's be
Me,
grounded.
the amount
in
is not even the
statistics.
problem. My problem is at a certain age, I always say this, and I'm always asking, as a babe like me, right now, of course, I'm not employed, but it doesn't mean I am suffering. But the other thing is, why is it that I, as a babe, I'm not employed at this point, I have 1, 2, 3 things to do, and I can still manage to get some money. Wewe kama mwanaume, your core thing as a man, I had something somewhere, a man saying 5 P's. Those are like your pillars
It's not
as a
5
man.
Ps, it's 2 Ps. Those are those bullshit fake masculinity coaches that you have in church who are selling feminism and nonsense, lack of accountability to women who say 5 Ps.
No, they're really
Yes,
important
it's
piece.
bullshit.
There was
A man
protection,
just provides and protects,
provider.
that's
There
it.
was priesthood. There was another P. There were many P's, but they made sense as a man. Chimweka chini. So
So if you're dating a Muslim, he should be
see,
your priest.
there's
If he's an atheist,
it's okay. There's a priesthood in whatever.
provide and protect.
Whatever
you need
religion
in that-
you're in.
Whatever you need in that priesthood, in that prophecy is catered by provide.
There was prophecy, I don't think so. Anyway, that's not my point. My point is, as a babe, me to hustle. Like, I will genuinely try as much as possible to make sure, because I was living a certain level when I was employed and I was earning whatever money I was earning, I will try as much as possible to make sure I'm there or just slightly below, as long as my life is still lifing. So you as a man, what is it that is stopping you from doing that? And you
Ruto.
know,
Sorry.
aren't we all being
William
ruled by
Ruto.
Ruto? So am I. So you as a man, why is it that knowing that you're a provider, ni nini inakufanya ukae chini? And then the other thing that, I'm sorry to say this, I don't know if I'll be called out or what, but as a man, that thing for, I am in a God forgive me, I don't think I want to say this.
Speak.
No, I don't think I want to say this. But like, get yourself out of that box of, I just want to, this is all I can do. You know, get yourself, because me as Aisha, I am doing it, and I'm telling you, I can be able to live up to the life I was living when I was employed. Wewe, ni nini inakusumbua?
So I have a question for you.
Quest.
You have said that there's a perspective or there's a place that man needs to have been before he starts dating you.
Yes.
Financially.
Yes.
So then the question is it that you would consider him then and be patient to see. You see, like Chim and your lady right now, she was with you when you were down, and right now you've built something. So do you want a man that has already built something and then you just come into it? Or you want to experience what God
build together
takes you through?
I'm not the strongest soldier. I don't want to build.
You don't want to build.
I don't want to build. Like, we can build when there's already a building. You get, like, we can build a second building. Let us have this building first, then we build the second.
So then if the man comes from that perspective of he's already built, then we started by you saying you can never work out. That will never be. That's an absolute statement. So the guy.
I mean, I work out.
The guy has absolute values, things that have already been seared in his mind. That the wife that he will have has to be like this and this and this, and then she has to be a traditional woman because you're looking for a traditional man in that perspective.
Okay.
Then would you adhere to that?
A traditional woman.
Like from his perspective, he comes and tells you when Chima Besema, you have to be going to work out. So you want me. And I've already built what I have built.
If you want
Keep
me
in
to
mind-
So
work
you want to keep your values, but you want the man to get the values you want.
You see, when I'm coming to you and I'm telling you, this is what, I'm coming to you as, okay, let's give an example. You're earning 70,000 and that's what I'm okay with. Sindio? So I've come to you, if you don't have that 70, stop kati and tende azola. Like, I'll move on. So if you come to me and you can see I'm not gymming, unanisumbua nini, go to the next person who's gymming. Leave me alone. Let's not even start. You get? Like, don't even touch on it. Just move on. The same way I come to you and I'm not going to lie. If you come to me and I look at you and you don't look like you're going to take care of me, we're wasting time. Don't even say hi. You'll say hi, I'll be like, hey, and I'll move on. See, if you look at me, you can tell I don't gym. So kama unaniangalia and I don't gym, wachana na mimi. If my friend is gymming, go to my friend.
Why is it
usiachane na gonga ugule na so
why is it that you have already set your mind with the things that you already want,
but so
the guy no, think about this, because you're saying the guy has to be this and this, but you, in your context, you have to be relative. The guy has to be absolute. That does not work.
No, why you want to understand, you want to understand. You have also the standards you have. You'd say probably you want a babe you can go to the gym, you want a babe who's tall, you want a babe who's light, you want all these things you've set, and that's what you want. Sindio. So why would you be coming to Lileisha who's not light, she's not tall, she's not gymming? Leave me alone.
Ndugu, actually I agree with what she said. Again, it goes back to what she said. She has been honest. You don't like what I offer? Go away.
And I don't like what you offer, I'll go.
Will buy, will sell it. Yes. Let's answer the question and we keep it moving.
What was your question?
It was just, can you do in a relationship like that?
No.
Same here, no. I have to keep this conversation moving, Bwana. Time is going.
I think we need a podcast just for us.
Actually, it would not be a great idea.
Yes.
Yes. Not be a great idea.
Because Wise really has a...
He's very, very big. I'm enjoying this conversation.
So,
and he's a Christian.
The next question is going to be about hypergamy, but we'll tie it in with...
So hypergamy is essentially, it's a term that describes women's want or desire for men who are either at the worst at their level, but ideally higher. Right? Women don't date, don't marry down. They'll fuck down, but they won't date or marry down.
That's a fact.
Right? So that's what hypergamy means. A woman is always looking for the guy who has the most resources.
Yeah. So on her level or above it. So now on
her level is when she say, I settled for him.
Yes.
Fact.
Yet they are the same level.
So now we'll go to the next thing. It's men are success objects, women are sex objects. True or false? I'll answer that one. I think this is very true. Lileisha is...
what do you think?
I don't know about that. No, it's the truth, but...
I don't know if they're success objects, because there's more to that.
Like just describe the success.
Number one is
the conversation we just had right now.
That's number one. But I need something else.
What?
I mean, I also need to feel nice in bed. I need to laugh. Like, there's so much
actually,
more.
it's very easy to get Lily on this one. It's very easy to get on this one. Will you rather a man who is bad in bed and has money, or has money and bad in bed?
Has money and bad in bed. That's what I'd rather, because I can teach you how to be good in bed.
In fact, how you know hypergamy is a real thing? Whenever a man cheats on his wife and the guy has money, what does the wife say? Anataka kuchukua bwana yangu. When the guy has no money and the guy cheats, what does the wife say? Why are you cheating on me? Yeah? Why are you cheating on me? Why are you tangaing out here? But if the guy had chums, it would be, she wants to take my man.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really.
And even that's the thing. It's very easy actually to prove it. When you guys go to your chicks and you're saying you're dating a new guy, what's the first thing they ask?
No,
Are
akiona
you
sura
happy?
mbaya unasikia.
No.
Usikione hivyo.
No.
They ask me if I'm happy.
No.
I
that's a
swear.
lie.
What does he do?
No,
Oh,
they
yes,
don't ask
yes.
that. Also, because my friends are well aware, I can't again.
Okay,
I can't.
what do
date
other
them.
chicks ask each other?
I don't know.
So that
No,
question of
well,
what does
that's
she
all
do?
of us.
It might not be the first thing, but it's in that.
Yeah, somewhere
conversation.
they'll ask me what he does.
What does he do?
Yeah, but it's like later on because they'll know what I mean. All my friends and I are like that. Like we're not, because there's a certain level I'm used to, Zola, and not that Naringa. I have been brought up genuinely like that. That's all I know. I can't go long.
But it will be in a conversation, and men never have that. Men, you'll never hear a guy say, "Why is coming and saying, oh, but they have a new babe." You'll never hear it being, "But then what does she do?"
Really?
That doesn't feature.
That's not a big thing for us.
It doesn't.
Actually,
feature.
the reality on the ground is men do not. People might say they care, but men don't care what women earn. What women
Oh,
do.
and you don't care.
Because your money is your money, but
Period.
my money is our money.
Our
So
money.
there's
That's
no
the
way
way,
that
baby.
you can.
So I think we have settled that one. Lily has accepted begrudgingly.
Also, guys, at this point, I must say again, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
So-
Let's get that subscribe account up, tafadhali. We are now at 9:38. Guys,
Really?
join us on the
Hey.
journey. Us guys are targeting 10K. Join us on that journey, and we'll party together once we hit 10K. For real.
Chim will buy.
Yeah, I will.
So the next
The
question
one time Chim will buy.
we'll
Without
pay
expecting.
we'll pay to two. Is, can a woman be a provider, and do women get tired of being a provider? I'll answer that quickly, and then I'll go to wise. I think they can be, but they'll get resentful quick fast. Simple as that.
Then how are they a provider if they get resentful?
No, they'll do it quick, immediately, like when someone has lost a job. They'll do it for that interim period, and if the guy is not getting back on his feet immediately, the resentment will build quickly. Wise to you.
It's not sustainable. It's that. So it's not sustainable. The woman earning higher than the dude, or even when, let's say, for instance, the dude does not have a job, it can happen for a month, 2 months, so sometimes even 6 months, depending on the stretching weight of the woman. But now, it turns into honor you do. This guy just sits there.
Iki kimse,
Yeah. So
actually, that's what you said. Unaanza kusikia, iki kimse. How's your
Yeah,
guy?
so-
Aikyo kise,
Kim
kiko
to
tu.
Ikyo.
Lily,
So is it, Abu, ask again?
can a woman be a provider? And when I say provider, we're not saying as in the guy is earning maybe a bit less. It's she's providing the men
Fully.
traditional style.
okay,
Uh-huh. And do women get tired of being a provider if they're in this situation?
Women, yes, I believe women can be for a short time again. Do we get tired? Definitely. Very fast. Especially if I see you're not making an effort. I think I also need to say, that's what I was asking. I don't know who was asking if it's marriage. When you asked something, I said, is this in context of marriage or dating? So if we are married, I think there's a commitment, there's, vows you've made and all. I would be able to shikilia you for a bit. Not a bit. I think that I can do for some time. But if I see you're not making any effort as a man to move to the next level, me, I will bounce. To
what's
be
your
honest.
perspective of effort? What that?
Like, you've lost that job? Are you trying to do business? Are you looking for a job? Can I see you constantly, setting up meetings or talking to your friends or putting yourself out there? Like, let me just see you really want to get out of it.
Think about this like this. You've gone to work. The guy has spent the whole day doing that.
Nothing.
And then
Doing that.
The meetings, trying to get the meetings, calling, but you've not seen anything. And then you come back, the guy is relaxed. Would you still have that same perspective? Or would you think he's not
No,
doing
I say I
anything?
don't. I have to know.
'Cause
But I mean,
do you have to see?
I don't have to, but I'll know. I mean,
If
you
a dude
know.
tells you he's doing something,
Yeah, I mean,
would
see, you
trust
tell me
that or you
today.
want to
I know,
see?
I can trust that. I think I can. But I can only do that for some time. If I see you're not making the effort, to be honest, I will leave.
I'll give you a perspective where I believe women can actually be the provider. If the woman is over 40, has never been married, and she gets a guy who's 20, who is from the gym,
That's true,
who looks good, who looks
And
good,
that's not for a relationship. That's just
they
for
will
sex.
even get married.
Really?
No, it's
They
actually
will
for
even get
relationships.
married.
It's happened even in the gospel industry.
Yeah. Why you just guardian angel and his wife is called
Happened.
Esther. This
Yeah.
is not an example I've shown you guys.
But they're not married.
He's tall.
Huh?
They're
got
married. The guy
married.
is tall.
Friends,
He's
they
like
are
6
married.
foot something.
They got married.
Built.
already
built,
built.
but-
6 foot.
Yeah, he's like 6. Yeah, I guess
Oh,
tall.
the guy's
So,
tall, the guy's
I
tall.
met
I'm
him
not
at I met Guardian Angel at State House.
Hey.
Yeah, we were invited and I met him there. And that guy he's tall.
I don't
He's
know
6
that.
foot. He's built that Luya Bill, that tall, stocky, that
Yes.
He's not at a Jenga gym, but you can see
You can see
if he
it.
actually tried, he's
Yeah, he
genetically
would.
Called
gifted.
lean mass or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
That guy, when they met, the only thing that guy was slanging was the meat, and it worked for him, and they're happy.
But you see, right now,
And I'm
both
happy
of
for
them
him.
making
But he's
money.
doing
yeah,
very well now.
she became like
She invested in his
Yeah.
dream, and to his credit, Guardian Angel wasn't just chilling.
yeah.
She invested in his dream, and that guy has, I believe, because when I met him, I think he was, because I saw him talking to Ruto, and I remember that they spoke about a studio or something.
Yeah, he does.
So he is actually doing something.
Yeah,
That's an
you
example.
see, that I can be like,
But
okay.
she was 40, she was 50 with like 4 kids who are
But
his age.
I think there's a point in
No,
time.
there's no one who's his age.
The kids are his age. They're all in uni. They're all
No, they're not
Actually,
his age.
the oldest is maybe 3 or 4 years younger than him.
yeah. Those are age mates, bwana.
They're not.
Do you think there's a point in time where it reaches that women remove or get rid of the perspective that you have right now and just stick
Yeah,
to
of
one guy,
course.
whether he's
Yeah,
or
it
he's-
gets to that point. But out of loneliness, not because that's what you want. It's just loneliness and you need to.
No, but it's what you want. If you're lonely, you want companionship. So you
But you don't want that type of man.
No,
You just,
what I'm getting, it actually makes sense in terms of, can I get what I want?
well, yeah, as in
You-
like, see, kitu, I don't, because
But
you
you've been
don't
trying
want
to get that thing for like 10 years. Now you're almost close to 40. Not you, but just
That's
but
what
you're almost close to 40. And you also know that there's a
Like,
point
we
in
did
time,
celebrate your
menopause,
birthday,
menopause. There's a point in time where menopause is a hit. And you know, hey, I need to find this guy or manze, like I just need to find someone. Because you've held this perspective. I have a friend that has another friend that is a millionaire. She earns like 2.5 million per month.
Well,
And she's not that old.
You know, all they
She's
single.
quite young.
Even me, I'm
So
single.
now,
you really to turn that direction.
so imagine this, huh?
The scissor.
It's like 0.01% of dudes can actually earn higher than her.
Those are CEOs.
0.001%
So
of
CEOs.
any Kenyans.
So imagine.
Any
Yeah.
Kenyans. And then now when you say men, yo.
So
Those
now
are
that
CEOs.
lady, it reached a point where she was like, no. Like there's a point in time where she had your perspective. No one could come close to her when she was at a bar or something. If you come close to her, you first have to pay for her drinks. And her drinks are close to 150 Gs.
Oh my Lord.
For a night. So imagine she went on with that for a decade. Now she's just looking for anyone. Not anyone.
How old is she
obviously,
now?
Babes.
But
Give her my number.
Over 35.
close to 40 right now.
Zola is single.
No, let's not go
Give
that
her my
direction.
number. Me, I will.
You will switch sides.
Baby.
Michelle Ntalami.
Hey, I will do it for you.
Zola is single, bro.
No, let's not go there. Let's finish this thing,
But
please.
also, I think if I was that type of babe, I would not just go for anything, but nothing, because you're already at a 2.5. I
Obviously,
think
you can't go for anything
Yeah,
because
but I'd
even
go
the
for
level
like
you
a
are
million,
in,
you
not
get.
every man can access that level. So when you say anything, you don't necessarily mean anything.
yeah,
Because
I'd go
not
for
every
like a million. I want then lower to 70,000. I'll go to like a
over
million.
70,000 will
Even
come
that
back.
million.
Ulijua ndo tuko tunaanzia.
Lily, you're still delusional on that one. But it's okay.
That's such a chica
National
one.
statistics. If you look at national statistics, only I think was it 2 or 1% of employed Kenyans who actually do the career thing earn 100K.
Yeah,
And
it's
above.
actually
It was 5%, I think.
Was it 5%?
It was
Okay, cool.
5%.
Then
Yeah.
We'll have the statistics up in the video.
Yeah,
It's-
babes,
it's
that's
pretty
why
insane. It's pretty
when
insane.
your man is employed, make sure he has business. Because employment also at
No,
this
but
point is just
what
not
you
it.
guys don't realize is business right now are really struggling. Businesses
Yeah,
right
it's
now
true.
are really
Even the
struggling.
rich are
You get
complaining.
work and someone you do like the business I do, you do work and someone tells you, okay, cool, I can't pay you right now. Let's do the 60-day thing. Let's do the 45-day thing. To the point I remember, was it all I was saying? I was taught by someone that nowadays in the contract that you have, put in a penalty that for every day that is delayed or every week that's
Unaongeza
delayed,
kakitu.
it goes up by like 3%.
Yeah.
Someone actually taught me that. Shout out to Sheila from the crib sheet. She's the one who taught me.
Ah,
By
power
the-
to the women. It's always the women who have brain.
No.
Let's go,
Let's
baby.
let's
not go
finish.
there right
Let's finish this thing. Again, this last question will be a two-parter. How do you make such a relationship work? And do you have examples of friends who have made these things successful?
Let me start before these guys go at it again. I'll say this. If you want that relationship to work, two ways you can do it. Either you have a daily subscription to Viagra, because surely that's all you'll be doing. Or the second thing is, the woman has to live within your means. It's not you adapting to her situation. She has to adapt and be perfectly okay being in your situation. So, to give an example, it is never ever going to happen that a babe who is, as you described, the multi-millionaire is going to be seeing a guy who's in a slum. It'll probably happen. The babe probably lives in like Karen. She'll see a guy who maybe, lives in Kilimani or something. And she has to be willing to actually fit into his circumstance. The guap that she gets, well and good, you'll do your investments. They'll be for the kids. They'll be for retirement. But you have to be willing to be with me within my means. Yeah. Or Viagra.
I'll give a quick answer. Then Lily will finish for us as a lady on that panel. This guy owns Arsenal. It's called, I'm forgetting his name. The guy owns Arsenal football team.
Cronkite.
Yes. Cronka.
It's not Wenger.
It wasn't Cronka, it's Cronka. Cool.
Wenger. No, that guy.
Cronka.
Cronka. Yeah. Yes, I haven't been confused. Cronka was dating the daughter of the guy who started Walmart. She was a billionaire. The guy is still worth less than her. But he used that association, and they're still married, to make himself a billionaire in his own way. I think the only way it can work is, as he said, the woman has to be okay with the man she has.
Lazima nyenyekee. She must humble herself.
And the guy also has to be doing something to show that he's not just a bum.
Yeah.
I'm going to also still work. Yes, you're making your millions, but I'm still going to be there, and I'm going to be ambitious. I can still lead this home.
Guardian angel.
Yes. I can still lead this home. I can show I'm a man of worth in terms of, I may not have the money, but
I didn't start off with the money, but through our association, our marriage, I'm building something. You're supporting me as we build.
And you're
like Guardian Angel and his wife, Esther Musila.
That's the only way I think it can work. And
but in the alleged situation for Giuliani, I think one of the things that me, just to bring it home, I'd say is it's tricky. If the allegations have is true, it's clearly very difficult.
But guys should know that Giuliani is actually not.
And he really,
he's
actually so hard.
He's actually doing better than most Kenyan.
That's why I said.
But also, I need
people
to
don't know
ask,
that. Yeah.
how did we come up? I don't know if this is part of the topic, but how did we come up with the theory or the idea or the thought that Lillian earns more than Giuliani?
She does.
How?
She was in several of her ex's business.
That's it. And I don't know. Allegedly, also, there's also a lot she really lost after the split.
Yeah, but
so
she
I don't
tell.
think, which is, have you passed that place? Just passing, not even entering. Yeah, you will know what I'm saying. So I don't know why this theory came that she has more money than Giuliani. It's just that she went down from where Alfred was to where Giuliani is in Endachini. But the fact that she has more, I don't know. I don't think that's the situation. That is.
It's an allegation. So
Again,
allegation.
But that was the theory. Working theory
of
online.
course, yeah.
Where's
I think from my perspective, not to prick, but
You've pricked for 35 minutes. This is
first thing I think I can say is, because I'm a believer, I first start from the perspective of vision. The guy has to have vision, because where there is lack of vision, people cast restraint. People perish, and there's so many relationships that I've seen where people have money, and then they get married, but the guy does not have vision, and the lady ends up being the man because the man does not have vision but has the money. So there's that.
Actually, a lot of marriages are like that. Kwanza, these old people.
Yeah, so there's that. And then one thing I know for ladies, you might think that you're attracted to money, but you're not attracted to money. Money brings influence. Influence has power. You're attracted to that. If the man does not have that perspective, if the guy does not hold that in his mind and his values, you will end up superseding every single thing that he stands
And
for.
actually, that explains why a lot of rich kids end up having very garbage marriages. There are a lot of rich kids I know, Zola knows, that we grew up with, very rich kids, and a lot of them got married, but the men, they didn't have a spine. It was basically the grandfather's generation that got the money, the father's generation, either ndio ilianza kuponda, or maybe the father was a smart guy, but the kid is not as ambitious. So you find that these guys get married, the chick is happy, she's being flown all over, she's living a life, and then all of a sudden, When they get married, gets to a point where now the babe is accustomed to that lifestyle, it becomes there's no leadership, like you're saying. There's no leadership, there's nothing, there's no vision. Yeah.
And also, actually, there's one more thing about it. If you're in that type of relationship, you cannot let what society is telling you whatever interfere in your marriage. You have to be in like it's called a box where you're not hearing anything. Yes, in a bubble where no one else is telling you, as in, how can this man be earning more than, how can this woman be earning more than you? They won't be told by her friends, how can this guy be earning less than you and you're taking care of him? You have to kill that thing completely from you.
Yeah, and then one other thing I think I can add on to that is, personally, my perspective and value onto what I've read so far is there are values of marriage. Now the question is, where are you getting your values from? Are you getting your values from the culture, or where is it traditional? Is it modern? Is it biblical? Is it like the Quran perspective? Where are you getting your values from? Because at the end of the day, if you get married because maybe you feel like the guy is a lawyer and he can sort you out, but again he ends up being a bum in the head, then what? Or maybe the guy can't satisfy you, as you said, you're going to teach him in bed, but at the end of it, he's emotionally unavailable. Then what? This is why even as believers, you get to hear something where we say you cannot be unequally yoked. Like, you can't say that you want this specific shape in a woman, but you don't desire this type of value. Or from the woman's perspective, you can't just come from the context of, I want a guy that earns 1.5 only, and then these other things you fit into. So I think you need to lay down those things as you're in the courtship perspective, because I don't also believe in dating. That's also another conversation for another time. So when you're in that phase where you are having deep conversations, and those things come up, even from the believer's perspective, you even talk about sex. Okay, do you have this? Because you can get married to someone that has 2 genitals and you don't know. So you have those conversations. And then you get to find out it's the truth.
When you're married,
it's the truth.
Absorb this wisdom.
It's the truth,
man.
It's the truth.
Cheesy.
No. You have to ask those questions. How do you feel if we get married and you find out that maybe I don't know how to cook, or maybe I don't want to have more than 2 children.
Those conversations are important.
And then another thing, those conversations such as what you have talked about, like, if this and this happens and you get sacked, will you still stick by me? Or what are your values as a woman? And then you as a woman, does it mean that when culture changes, you also change with the culture, or your values are absolute? Because right now, the US is trying to what is it called? Like, impose their beliefs on Africa. So imagine, right now we have a specific type of culture that we have. But the moment we keep on adhering to what these people are saying, the culture will change. So now, are you going to say, this is what people do, or this is how people...
Well, I think you need to wrap it.
No, take it home.
What was the question?
Just, can it work? How can it work?
How do you make such... I don't know if...
And there are people who are...
How do you make it work? Honestly, I don't know. I think it's what you were saying. Like, just be by yourselves. Like, don't listen to other people. Because also I think that's the pressure that comes with your parents, your aunties, your friends, those ones. So just live in your own bubble. But I don't know if it can work. For me as Lileisha, I don't know. Unless when we're married, there's a way we can work through things. But from the beginning, no. Do I know people? No.
So you've had our conversation. Subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. No, not hope. They enjoyed it.
They must.
And if you have any examples of people who have made it work, please write in the comments. Tell us how it worked.
Yeah, tell us what your thoughts are in the comments.
So,
subscribe.